Good afternoon. What am I doing here? Good afternoon, you guys. How are you? Hoping that you are ready to craft. Hello, hello. Let's see. Yes, 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 yes. Hello, loves. All right. Yes, there we go. Okay, my feet are cold. I'm going to start out here. It's our little wedding season again. It's wedding season. Lots of decor items, baby showers, wedding season, bridal showers, graduations, you name it, teas, luncheons. This is going to fit it, right? This is going to be right in line with it. But we first have to get our little stuff together here. Make sure it's level. Now that one has it's leaning that way. I'll go this way. Yep. I want it to get where I get it level because I want, hey Cassandra, I want it to be level when I glue it together because I want it to stay in a leveled position, right? So I am doing all that I can. You can see my little bubble there. That's right in the middle. So that's level for that. And then the question is, now we put on top, I don't want it to have any curving or leaning the opposite way, so I got to make sure we get it level and do all that we can to try to get it level. It's important if you do this project like this, to try to have it as level as possible. So you can see I have my little in here. You can see I have it lined up there where it's level. Something just fell. It's leveled out pretty well. I'm getting my glue stick. All right, you see my little bubble? Can you see that? So it's between the lines. It's still a little high on this side, but it is at least between the lines, and this is paired up fairly well. Let me see if I turn it again. See how it's unleveling as I turn that? That bubble is falling really unlevel. That's getting back in the center right there, but that's not quite on center of the item. So right there is a little leveler. I'm going to go back to the other side because I like it more the way it was here. It's off a little bit. It's amazing how these things are so off. And I'm going to need to put a little bit of extra glue on this side to make it level. Okay, we're going to do it. Hey, Cassandra, how you doing, honey? So first, we're going to put some E6000 on it because the E6000 will give us a permanent hold. And these are just little candle holders that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. E6000 will give us a permanent hold once it attaches itself and dries all the way. And then our hot glue will give us a temporary hold so that we can continue working. I'm going to put a little extra hot glue on this side and let it squeeze out if it needs to. And let's try it. It's the leveling of the item that I'm more concerned about. I don't want it to be too off. I don't want it to, I need it like that. I need to put a little bit more on this side. That's getting closer. Oh, good. Good, good, good. What are you up to today? We're getting closer. Oh, it's bonding. Let's try it one more again. There, that's perfect. Can't get that any better. Right? See that? It's within the circle. It can't get it any better. I'm going to wipe my excess off. And then I'm going to sit it aside and allow that to start setting up. Alright, while it's setting up, what I want to do is I'm going to take some masking tape. And I'm just going to round the masking tape around it to help it hold together, stay together, hold it down while we bend this so when I get ready to take the masking tape off, I know where the start of it is. And that will hold everything together for us and allow that to tape together. So all we did was made a longer stick, right? Oh, Juneteenth t-shirts. How fun. And we leveled it out. So if you try this, make sure you level it. You want it to be level so that your project can be straight up and down. Sometimes these Dollar Tree candle holders, when you put them together, they have a tendency to be off as you stack them. So we're going to put this over to the side. And I wish I had something to add a little pressure to the top of it so that they can stick together, but maybe the glue will do it. All right, and the next part of this project is I have a Dollar Tree. This is a big candle holder that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. And we are going to take all of this glam. Look at all this glam. This is a string. It came in a roll of it's a big roll. I ordered it off of Amazon. Actually, and I've had this since my wedding. So this came in a roll, big roll of just string after string connected little bling thingies, whatever you want to call them. They're flat rhinestones, I guess. Really, you could call them flat rhinestones. But it came in a big roll, and they have an AB iridescent look to them. So really light AB coating to them. But what we're going to do is we are just going to work together and highlight these around the edge of our, we're going to work fast so that the glue doesn't dry. And we're just going to take the first ring and put it around the edge of the cup of the candle holder. And then we're going to go all the way around. All right. So do you have Juneteenth orders, or will you just be making your shirt for yourself? It dries fairly fast on this glass, so we want to make sure not to put too much because this is dried already. Now I'm going to try to re-wet it with the side here, or heat it up a little bit. I won't put too much on it too quickly. And press them in to make sure that they get that it gets a full connection with your vase. I have a Juneteenth parade to walk in next week. I guess I should use the word walk very loosely. I'm going to ride in the car. And we'll deck it out with my campaign stuff, which I need to do. I still need to get that together. The glass, I think it's the cold of the glass that causes the hot glue to dry really quick when you put it on glass. So that's why I'm not trying to do too long with strings, but I'm going to go all the way around this base with my strings. See that? We're going to go all the way around it. So we'll just keep on going and talk to each other. Make sure that I am not taking the bottom of one string and the top of another string and putting them together. This is going to be so cute when it's done. If what's in my head comes out on paper, Cassandra, this is going to be adorable if it comes out what I have in my head. And actually could be utilized anytime. It won't just have to be, oh, that one's super long, so I won't use that one. It doesn't have to be just for a wedding. It could sit in a house as a piece of your bling decor. I think I've cut enough of these. Don't circle too much. Okay. I didn't start any of this before we got going here, so we're halfway there. I woke up early this morning and had to drive to neighboring city to get some lawn hydro mousse is what it's called, because our grass has some bare spots in it, and we had ordered this hydro mousse stuff from Walmart, or so we thought. It comes in this little spray container, and we bought 2 of them. I got 2 of them because I'm like, well, I want to make sure that I have enough to cover the entire lawn. Well, when we received both of them, neither one of them had the actual seeds inside of it. It's a container that's supposed to help you seed your grass, and then it has some kind of mousse that will keep the grass from, or you don't have to put hay down. You use this mousse in it instead, and it's supposed to help seed the grass without the birds eating it, blah, blah, blah. Wind carrying it away, and the hay never allowing it to grow. And it didn't have the container in it. Well, when we looked at the package, when I reread the package, it said that the stuff was not included. And I didn't see that when I ordered it originally, so it's my fault. But I had to go to Ace Hardware in Decatur, Indiana. They're the only ones that had it in stock. And they close at like 5 o'clock in the morning, or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, evening. So I drove over there really quick to get it before they, so that I could be back in time to spend time with you guys, and that I could get that. As soon as I'm done here, I'll go outside and do that. All right. This is what it's looking like so far. I'll switch the camera so you can see. Let's see here. Oh, I didn't hook that back up. Okay, this is what it's looking like so far. Look at that. Looks like a 70s disco or 70s, what were those things? My aunt used to have them at her house. We never had them at my house growing up, but my aunt had tons of them at her house. What were they called? Do you know what I'm talking about? I remember going to my aunt's house and she had them hanging on her door, and you had to go through them to get to from room to room. In the 80s, I guess, because I was born in the 70s, so it would have been in the 80s. I don't know what they were called, though. Making them for pop-up event. Oh, oh, cool. Do you do a lot of craft shows? Do you do a lot of craft shows? All right, so, well, that one's got a little thing on the bottom of it. We're getting there. We are getting to the end here. This is going to be gorgeous. I hope we're getting to the end because I'm getting to the end of my my bling here. So I definitely don't want to run out. All right. Spin that around. Take that over there. Might have to cut some of them down. Oh, we'll make it. We'll make it. We're getting to the end. We will make it here. That. This one. I think we need 2 more. If we can fit. Nope, we won't be able to fit 2 more, and we'll fit that one in right there. All right. We made it. So now I'm going to show you what that looks like. Right? Look at that hanging. Let's flip our camera here so you can see. Okay, so this is what it looks like with all of our little jewels on it. Let's make sure they're stretched out. Blingy, 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 like a chandelier almost, isn't it? So now we're going to flip back. We're going to come down, and I'm going to flip this over. And because it is glass with hot glue, I am going to secure it with another round of hot glue around the top of the beads and on top of them. And this will just connect them together to each other to give it a little bit more security and less likely for them to come apart from each other. Okay. Then we're going to let that dry. And then we'll cut it afterwards. Pretty, thank you, yeah. Like some type of bead. Yeah, what was it called? I can't remember in the 80s. My aunt had it at her house. I know. I just remember going over there. It was like, they burned incense and they had these things like a curtain in their house. I can't remember what it was. All right, now, so what we're going to do now is, let's get our little, yeah, that's going to be cute, you guys. That is going to be adorable. Okay, so I am going to, I know you can't see what I'm doing, but I'll try to walk it through here. That's what it's going to look like. But we want it to have a little bit of, we want it to have some curve in it or some slack in it. So I'm going to just take one of the strands right now, and I'm going to count how many I want to get it to my desire, and then I'll show you. I'll move the camera so you can see what I'm doing to get it to the desired slack that I would like. So I think that's where I want it. And if I count this strand, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So let's just make it 14 for the fun of it. So we know it's 14 strands, and we're going to snip that off. Okay, take that away so it can dry. Let's bring these out. And just be careful when you're working on them so that they don't get all tangled up and you don't pull them too hard. And you know you want 14 strands, so we can just cut. You can set them by side each and start cutting if you want to do that, or you can count to 14 if you want it absolutely 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Absolutely exact. All right. And then this gives us enough left over to save it. Oh, if you go, it'll be your first one. Okay, cool. I had done a couple of them with my daughter when she had her glitter business, and they were nice. Glitter probably was not the thing to sell at a craft show, because a lot of times people are looking for things that are already done, not things that they have to do themselves, right? So it probably wasn't ideal to have at a craft show. But she was able to get people who did like cups and stuff. She was able to sell glitter to them. So she did do some things, but I ended up taking stuff that I had made out of epoxy and sold those more than she sold her glitter. So needless to say, that didn't make her happy. She's like, Mom, it's supposed to be for me, not for you. And so, yeah, I agree. It's supposed to be for you, not for me. But if people don't want to buy what you have, then you've got to figure out a different way. All right, so we're going to just cut these off. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. That's an awful long 14. I'm going to just hold it up like this and see if I can now just go around and trim it, because we could have the potential to be here all day with cutting it like that. I do want it to be, yeah. All right, this is dropping them like fries. Okay. And if I cut one too short, I can always glue one on. Let's go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And the reason that I did not cut them before is because I didn't quite know where they would line up on the candle holder. So unfortunately, I couldn't pre-cut them without knowing. But now I know, and if I made multiples of these, I would know that I would need about 15 beads. One is going to be glued to the top, and the other one would be the The other 14 would then be part of the project itself. So we're cutting and one more set. There we go. Okay. Let's set those to the side. We have plenty of those now. That's great. Now we're going to come in with our candle holder. And again, we're going to take our E6000. If it doesn't glue anything else well, it glues the lid well. And we're going to put our E6000 on the outside of 3 on that side. And I'll wipe that off in a minute. I'm making a mess. And 2 on 3 on this side. And then those 2 will put the what's my words today, Cassandra? On these 2 we'll put the hot glue. If you wanted to, you could put glitter inside of there. You could do anything inside of that to make it give you more sparkle if you wanted to do that too. I do not want to do that. I just want it to be just the stones. And now let's set this on top. Center it out. We want it to center. And I want to make sure, get my leveler out again and make sure that I'm level. I am I'm pretty level. I mean, it's a little high on this side, but we can, it's not that bad. It'll be good. All right. Now, so that's what that looks like. Let me turn it so you guys can see on this camera. So you could stop right here. This is what this looks like if you decided to just do this portion of it. But we are going to take these now and we're going to glue them onto our base so that it has a hang to it. So that's kind of chandelier like that. All right. So let's do that. This is absolutely, you could stop right here if you wanted to. You absolutely could. I better get in the camera. You could stop right here, and that's beautiful in and of itself, but we're going to zhuzh it up a little bit more, okay? So I want to make sure that my item is centered there. And now let's go back to the camera. And I'm going to try to do this by laying it down, but not adding a lot of pressure on that. And I'm going to take a strand and I'm going to glue the strand to the bottom of this candle portion right here. Now it's going to be a tight fit because, of course, the strand is, we have more strands than we do this bottom piece. So we may have to glue them on top of each other to get it to work, but we're going to try it. The good thing is if we don't like it, we can always pull it off. But let's see what we can do. We may have to overlap them on each other so that we have enough room to get all of them in here. Or you know what I think I might do? I might turn them sideways when I glue them. Now I got one base on there. I'm going to turn them sideways and glue them on top of each other at the side angle, making sure that I grab the appropriate one that's next and not getting glue everywhere. Okay, yeah, that's going to work. So let's do that. I'll lift it up here. I'll bring the camera in a little closer so you can see what I'm doing. I'm taking the strand and I'm gluing it sideways. Instead of laying it flat, I'm gluing it at an angle onto the next, onto its partner strand, or yeah, its neighboring strand. Yes. And then this will give it, let me switch cameras so you can see. This is what that will look like. See how that's bending? We're going to do that all the way around. Okay? Let's go back. And let's keep going. It's looking good. It's looking good, Cassandra. It's looking good. Get them up in there. I guess I could do this with my tweezers so that I don't have to worry about burning myself, but why do that? It only makes too much sense, right? Let's just keep going with what we've got and burn ourselves. That's really smart. Oh yeah, that's gorge. That's gorgeous. Wait till I show you. Okay. We'll just keep on rolling. I'm holding the middle because I don't want the pieces to, since they haven't really had a chance to cure, and it's just hot glue holding them together, I don't want them to get too top heavy. So I'm making sure to hold the pieces together at the tape area and grabbing the right one. That's probably the biggest thing that I'd say too, is just make sure that you grab that you continue to grab the right, I'll go out some here, that you continue to grab the next string. Don't lose count of your strings or where they are, because you want to make sure that you're grabbing the next string right beside it so that they don't cross behind it. You don't want them to cross. So just make sure you grab the right string as you go around. Okay. Continuing on. Looking for the right string. And I know when we get closer to the back here, it's going to get tight because we're already kind of running out of space and we got a ways to go. We're halfway there and we're more than halfway on the base. So we're going to get tight around the back. So that's definitely where we're going to have to pair them up on each other. But when I tell you this is so pretty, wait till I show you guys how this goes. I'm going to start this way and start stacking them inside of here too. This is gorgeous, you guys. Can't wait to show it to you. Just keep gluing and taking our time, making sure we pull the right one. Don't skip any. I'm going to pull the right one here. Glue it in. Okay. That's good. Where did you come from? Oh, one of them got missed. Did I miss one somewhere? Yes, I did. I missed this little guy right there. Look at that. I keep saying be careful not to skip, and I skipped that guy, that little one, but we'll put him in here. We're just going to glue him down in there and let him squeeze back in there. Okay. So here we are. I'll show you where we are so far. Hi, Glinda. This is where we are so far. Right? That's adorable. And this is what we have left to do. That's gorgeous. Let me get rid of some light. You get so much light on you. That's gorgeous. That's where we are so far. All right, so let's keep going. We're going to make it Yeah, you guys, just the two of you talking today so far. Just the two of you, at least in the comment section. It says that we have a few people on, but no one's talking but you guys. But that's okay. We love that you're here, so I appreciate you. We're gonna keep gluing and let's see what happens. Yep, it's getting tighter. We're definitely getting to the end in the back here. It is definitely getting tighter. I have 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 strands, and we don't have enough room for 14 spaces. So what I am going to do now is I'm going to glue these together in the back, right? See, I'm going to glue these together, and then I'll put them in on top of each other like that. So let me glue all these together, and we'll make them fit, and it'll be beautiful. Linda, what are you up to today? Oh man, that hot glue got on my thumb. It burned, burn, burn. Burn, burn, burn. Burn, 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 baby. All right. The glue webs are sticking together. I'm going to glue these together. And then once I get these glued together, I'm going to stack them in the back on each other. And that'll give us more room to fit them in to our neck. And it kind of, I mean, it only makes sense that we would run out of spacing because this is much wider. The top is much wider than the bottom, right? So it only makes sense that we would run out of spacing with the little bitty neck of the candle holder. But we're going to make it work. And of course, if you wanted to, you don't have to use as many of the strands of rhinestones if that's what you choose to do. But you can make it work any way you want. But it's going to be a gorgeous centerpiece when we're done, if what I see in my head comes to life. Okay. I don't know where this one came from. So now let's take these, making sure we don't crisscross them. We definitely don't want to crisscross our centerpieces. I'm going to hold that down. I'm going to run some glue there. And I'm going to not cross them and stack that one in here. Just like that. Okay, making sure, I want to make sure that I don't cross them, you guys. I do not want them to be crossed up. That is definitely not what we want. We do not want them to be crossed. We want them to flow free. As free as we can get them without crossing them. I don't know why that didn't want to. That one, that set I just put in there is having a hard time sticking for some reason. All the ones that we have, let me just put this up here. And bear with me for a minute, you guys. I know you can't see what I'm doing. Just trust me. I'm working hard here. I'm working hard, not hardly working. I'm trying to get this to work out because we got to get these last ones to squeeze in here without looking like a jumbled up mess. That's the other part. I don't want it to look tacky. So we got to get them in here. And I don't want them crossed over each other. We're getting it. We're getting it. Oh yeah, we're getting it, y'all. All right, so we got 2 more. Okay. Oh yeah, we're right on top of it. We're going to be good. We are going to be good. And these two can go right in here. It does get tight. It does get tight. But we are going to be really good once we get them in. And it's going to be gorgeous. Now I want to make sure on my last one that I don't cross them over each other. My last set, don't get them tangled, don't cross them over. All right, I'm going to come and I'm going to show you this. Let me change my camera so you guys can see. That's what it looks like. That's adorable. That's my tape on the inside holding that together until it sits. This is what it looks like all the way around. Okay, that's the easy part. I know you're like, what? That's the easy part. It took you 40 minutes to do that part. That's the easy part. And look at how it looks. Great. Here comes the hard part. Here comes the hard part. Trust me on this. Trust me, ladies. Trust me. Hi, Lisa. How are you? All right. Here comes the hard part. Y'all ready? We're going to put this. Let me see if I can bring the camera out. I want you to be able to see. We're going to center this in and hot glue it. Need more glue. And you know when you put heat on this foam that it starts to melt. So we'll put it on the glass first and let it cool down just a hair. Look at that steam coming off of there. And we're going to put that in the center. Right? All right. Now we are going, I know you're like, but we can see all of that around there. That's okay. Because we are getting ready to decor. This time we're going to use these type of flowers. I can't remember what the name of them is. Don't use my scissors for that. I'll ruin my scissors. What are these? These are lilies dragon lilies from the Dollar Tree. We're going to use dragon lilies to make a mixture of dragon lilies and roses for this design. I'm going to cut them off. I did not cut off the floral piece with it. I just want the lily flowers this time first. And then we can do that later. All right, so you know how I do. I go 4, do the 4, come across 4, and flip it. Oh, I didn't get that centered very well, did I? It's okay. And we'll fill in. You can make this as tall or as little as you want it. Now let's take our roses. We're going to use a combination here of roses. These are roses that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. Last week we worked on the project. I'm just recycling these same roses. Okay? You don't have to do the same thing. You can if you want to. I am just recycling roses, and I picked up some extra ones. So we'll start with the recycled ones first for this project so you guys can get an idea of how to decor a wedding with lilies, right? Oh, that's cute. I don't know if I like that one yet, but I'm going to move it and see. Come on, baby. I don't want to stick in there. Why are you acting bad? Just start to fill in your little floral foam. You don't want any of the foam showing, so you want to make sure, I got to stand up here. We want to make sure that we don't have any of our floral foam showing through. Just keep filling it in. And I want it to be overflowing from the rose, from the, this is making a kissing ball with multiple floral types. All right. You know what a kissing ball is, don't you? Let's add some dimensions in there. This floral foam, this particular floral foam comes from the Dollar Tree, and it's very stiff. How about that? It is very stiff. That's the way I'll say it. We'll add some more flowers in here. And you should know I am not a florist. I am a crafter. So this might not, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't know. I don't know if I like those or not. I'm not a florist. I leave that to my friend who is an awesome florist. And if I need something floral, I'll have him do it for me, because that is not my cup of tea. And this is why I like to cut my ends, like I said yesterday, at an angle so that they can go into the, with ease, instead of it being such a blunt force end on it, and it doesn't want to go into the foam base when they're so blunt. That looks better. That looks better, my loves. Okay, let's cut some more of these flowers off. I think we're getting it. I'm sorry, I'm not even looking at the comments. Hello, hello. I think we're rounding it out here, you guys. It's looking very cute. Now, let's see. I don't want to be able to see any of the green piece at all. So we got to make sure we get them stuck in there. And then I bought some, what else did I buy? I'm just always buying crap. I bought some baby's breath to do it with as well. Oh, that's cute. Well, I don't know if I like these lilies now or not. I'm thinking, what do you guys think? I'm not a big fan of those. They're looking too big. I have to do something else with those. Too big. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, let's make our kissing ball with just the roses and not with the lilies. Okay. Just with the roses, not with the lilies. Maybe one lily. How about that? Maybe we could do one lily instead of a whole bunch of them. Maybe we could just do one here. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it, though. It's for decoration purposes only. show you. I'm going to remove the tape very carefully. And introduce you. Oh, we got to put, I need to put. So now, this is just the base of what you can do to create. I don't like this thing. It looks like a big bow sticking off a kid's head. Don't like that at all. Sorry, y'all. There we go. Oh, my thing's not. I'm like, why is that moving? Something's not. Okay, let me. Oh, we got to add a little bit of this. Let's add some of this. How we doing? We doing okay? We got 9 minutes. When I show you guys this, you're going to be glad you stayed. All right. I know it's hard to see because it's looking down the top of the camera, but it will be cute. I hope you like it because I'm liking it. Hoping you like it because I am. Now, keeping in mind that we all have our own taste, but I hope you guys find it worthy, and maybe it's something you can do. Took the tape off of that, and that is coming. Don't do that. Don't move. I don't want to see you move. Okay. I'm going to cut this a little bit because these are a little long and a little too much. Maybe even too much there. How about this? I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I'm going to get rid of that altogether. All right, let me just show you what we have. Are you ready? Are y'all ready? Here we go. We're just going to show you what we have. And look at how it's not quite dry, so I'm going to hold it. But that's what it'll look like. It's a gorgeous wedding centerpiece. In fact, you can add a ribbon at the bottom here. You can add a ribbon down here. You can add ribbon around the center of that. You can do with whatever you need to make it work for you and your event. But look at how that looks. And of course you can do your flowers better. Let's see, right there, that looks like it needs a flower. Right there looks like it needs a flower. You can do your flowers however you wish. But this would be centerpiece number 2 if you're having a pink wedding. And you wanted to use these items, all purchased from the Dollar Tree except for the except for our little strands here. They were purchased from Amazon. I'm repurposing them, but you can purchase them from Amazon if that's what you decide to do. Right? Okay, tell me what you think. What do you think about it? Gorgeous, gorgeous. Yep, I love it. See? Little flowers. That's it. That is it for us today. And you also can, where the two items come together, you can bling it out if you want to. You can run your strings around it if that's what you want to do as well. But you can make it your own. But here's an idea of what you can create with items from the Dollar Tree for a wedding and make it your own. Items from the Dollar Tree, including the hot glue, to make it your own for a wedding. All right? Well, I say a wedding, but it could be a baby shower, a bridal shower, whatever you want that you can you want to add a little bit of bling and jam and this little chandelier bit to it, it absolutely works. Of course, I would recommend that you would allow, if you stack the two candles on top of each other like we did and hot glue them with, allow 24 hours for them to dry so that it will hold tight. And then, of course, you would shape your flowers accordingly. We did a rush job, but it's great. All right, my loves, I love you guys. I will see you next week, if not sometime in between. And maybe in the members channel, I'll go. You see, at least how my husband came in bothering me late at night. I'll go live and you get to see some stuff behind the scenes. All right. I can't wait to see you guys next week. And until then, stay classy. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.